Don't rush, slow touch, Bryant on white. Like I go country, grab and bite.
Big hello to everyone. I'm so totally missing you all and sad that we won't get to see each other in person this coming summer. It's been so nice to see so many of you on Zoom chats and on Facebook, hearing more about your families, your lives, your work, your pets. Our nearly 190 classmates are spread across the greater New York City area, as well as across the United States and across the world. Nearly half of us are in the tri-state region, and we certainly know how much that area has been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. I know from talking to so many of you that yes, COVID has affected our lives, our families, and in some cases cost us those that we have loved dearly. It's also, though, maybe given us ways to, at times, to sort of reflect and adapt in many ways. It's true that many of our class family find ourselves on the front lines, but truly there's not a single one of us that has not been affected by this illness. For me personally, I've literally wept at the inequity in our systems that this pandemic has laid bare, but it's also made me more energized to fight for the health and the well-being of women and their families. I've also been really fortunate that for me, business as usual has meant the awesome chance to share in the joy that is women's childbirth experiences. True, my homeschooling game could use some work. I've tried to approach this as one big excused cut, but that's language that really has sort of fallen on unfamiliar ears in my family and in my school system. I'm also reminded every day, though, how creative and resilient our kids are, just like we were when we were at Hunter. I hope that this pandemic maybe brings us, we can take the little silver linings of this terrifying experience into the next phase of our lives. So, speaking of that, we really can't wait until we get back together again in person. Our class dedication to Hunter remains clear. So far, as of April, we've raised over $17,000 in class gifts. Our core of class of 90 volunteers, big shout out to Ian Wright, Nina Habib Spencer, and Lori Hepner, are really eager to get us to a place where we can move forward with plans for a legit in-person class reunion whenever we can do so safely. In truth, there may be some utter confusion about when that might be. Too soon. Huge thanks to Nancy Yao Mosbach for offering up her home away from home, the Museum of Chinese in America, for our gathering, even after the devastating fire that threatened the archives and the collections this past January. So, until we can meet again, join us on our weekly virtual Zoom happy hours throughout the spring. Stay safe, my friends.